Whenever you're doing princess seams, you always have a problem sometimes getting the curve of your side front into the curve of your front. So I'm going to show you an easy way to do it without gathering this, and you want to match it up with your notches. I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm not going to even mark my notches. So here are my two pattern pieces. So here is my side front, and you see there's the curve, and here is my front, and there's the curve. I'm going to show you an easy way how to match these two up without having to gather this. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your side front and you're going to lay it on top, and as you see, it does not fit. You're going to start pinning with the side front on the bottom, and you want the front facing up, and you're going to start at the bottom. You're going to put a pin in the bottom. Now you're going to go all the way up here to the top, and you're going to start pinning the top. Just put one pin right there. And what we're doing, this technique is called easing. So you see it looks like it's not going to fit, right? So you start from the bottom. If you're uncomfortable, you can make your markings on from your pattern piece that has your notches, but I don't ever do that because I know I just work it. Now I see I'm getting to the part where it's starting to curve. So what you're going to do is you're going to push the bottom fabric, or you're going to push the side front up a little bit and put a pin in place. Now you notice when you do that, you have a little bit of a gather there. You're going to do that same technique all the way up. Just push it forward just a little bit so you get a little bit of a gathered edge. And one more time. So when you look at it from this angle, you can see you got these little humps or these little extra fabric spots there. These are the spots that you're going to ease as you sew on the sewing machine. So I'm going to show you how to do the easing process when you sew it. Now to do the easing, you want to sew with the side front on the bottom, or the spot where you have the extra little spots right here, the extra little gathers. You want to put them on the bottom. So I'm going to sew my 5/8, of course always back stitch. Stop when you get to the pin. From the bottom to this section here, I had no extra fabric to ease in, so I'm just gonna sew my 5/8. When I get to the pin, I'm going to stop. Now I'm getting to my section I need to ease. What you're going to do is you're going to slightly pull the fabric as you sew. When you get to a pin, stop. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do this technique all the way up, especially where you have the extra fabric. And you notice you're going to follow your seam along your 5/8 mark. So now we're done. As you see, the front section, see, it's nice and straight, but when you flip it over, you see you got a little bit of a curve right there. And see that little curve? That's the side front. But when you flip the garment on the right side, you don't see that. So I'm going to press it, and when you press the seam, you want to press the seam going toward the center. So I'm going to press that, and I'm going to show you how nice that turned out. So now I've pressed it out, and you see we have that nice curve that gives you the bust, like a little cavity spot for the bust to fit in. See, when you flip it on the inside, it lays nice and flat. This is an opportunity where you can use your pressing ham, and you could put the garment, or you put the seam on the pressing ham, and that way you can press it and get that curve so you don't get any wrinkles. But that's how easy it is to insert a side front with the front of a princess seam. So I hope this tip has been helpful. Happy sewing!